And today, what we are going to start with is the don'ts of group discussion, what you should not do in the group discussion. First thing that you should not do in a group discussion is don't start for the sake of starting. If you have a proper idea, if you have a proper thought, if you have something to add value to the discussion, then you should speak. Just do not speak for speaking sake. Now there are two types of group discussion. One which happens within the organization, okay, where it is business related group discussion, and there is some problem that is coming, okay, there is some issue that has cropped up, and you are having a group discussion amongst yourself in order to solve that problem. Okay, that is one type of good discussion. Now over there, you should not just, if you don't have anything, if you don't have knowledge about that particular topic, first of all you should have proper knowledge. पहले बात तो वो होना चाहिए कि आपके पास उसके बारे में knowledge होना चाहिए. Because if you are called for that kind of a group discussion, means it is expected that you should have knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, then please do prepare yourself and go over there. बट बाय चांस एक ऐसा कोई टॉपिक निकल जाता है जहां पे आपको नॉलेज नहीं है, तो डोंट स्पीक फॉर जस्ट स्पीकिंग सेक, बिकॉज देन इट विल रिफ्लेक्ट एज इफ यू आर ए इंपल्सिव पर्सन, you don't have any planning, you don't have any organization skill, you don't have any knowledge, and that will put you in a poor light. This is about the organization. जब organization में होता है तो discussion regarding some problem, regarding some case study when it is happening. When you are giving some interview, when you are giving some in a group discussion where for an education institute, that is MBA colleges, etc., then definitely you have to speak something about that topic. You just can't remain silent over there. But see to it that when you are opening your mouth, okay, the first point that you, because first impression is the last impression. We saw in rules of group discussion, first impression is the last impression. So whenever you open your mouth, you see to it that you're talking something constructive, you're talking something to the point, okay, and it is fair enough, because otherwise it will show that you are a very impulsive person and you don't have any planning, you don't have any knowledge, you don't have any organizational skills, etc. That will be seen from that. The second don't is that you should not speak randomly without any plan or structure. Have a proper plan, have a proper strategy, that when I am going to enter into a group discussion, which point I am going to counteract, which point I am going to support. Okay, so speak something that is going to add a value to the discussion. Okay, randomly कुछ भी एक sentence बोल देना जिसका discussion से कोई मतलब नहीं है, don't do that, right? Next very important thing is don't be arrogant or don't be over aggressive in a group discussion. You will see that in a group discussion what happens is, even in the normal discussion that you have amongst your friends, you must have seen that there are some people who get aggressive if you don't like their point, if you counteract their point, then they get aggressive. Okay, so never ever get aggressive in a group discussion. Okay, that is a totally a kind of a negative attitude, and it reflects on a poor interpersonal skills. So don't do that. Never be arrogant, never be over aggressive, never be don't abuse somebody, don't shout on that person, never do that. Don't use words which are hitting below the belt. I'm going to talk further also that don't be personal. Aggressiveness में आदमी बहुत बार personal हो जाता है किसी के बारे में. Don't do that. Okay. Then after that, don't show lack of attention or indifferentness towards the topic, or lack of energy. If you're sitting in a group discussion, then and if you're called, there might be occasions whereby you can't contribute to the topic, but be at least attentive. Show that you are interested in whatever is going on. Okay. Try to show at least that you're a very very good listener. Try to nod, try to clap for somebody, try to pat somebody's back. Do give constructive criticism wherever required. Okay, at least that much you can do. You can support somebody, you can give some constructive criticism depending upon the knowledge about the subject that you are going to have. Okay, but at least do not show as if क्या चल रहा है, मुझे कुछ उससे लेना देना नहीं है, मैं तो अपना चाय पीने के लिए आया हूँ, I will drink my tea and I will leave the meeting. That should not be the case. Don't show that you are indifferent to whatever is going on inside the group discussion. Don't do that. Okay. Don't look at the key speaker in a discussion. Okay, continuously. as I told you last time, in dues that have that 80-20 ratio. So you should be concentrating on the key person, maybe the chairman, maybe the panelist, maybe the key speaker who is there. Okay, the one who is the decision making person. You should you should concentrate on him 80% of the time. But at least there are other members also. At least you can split your attention 80-20 kind of a ratio you can keep in order to in order to have a proper attention towards all of them. Okay. The next thing is don't condemn or criticize a person very drastically. So even if you have to criticize somebody, it should be, first of all, don't criticize. But even if it is a criticism, it should be a constructive kind of criticism. Okay. Everybody has its own view that you may be wrong with your perspective, but with somebody else's perspective, it may be right. So don't over criticize somebody. Okay. Don't condemn somebody. Don't put him as if saying that you're totally wrong, you don't understand anything. These types of words, don't do it. You yourself should not become aggressive. First thing is that. Then there are some people who become aggressive. Okay. Then you understand to tackle them properly. Again, don't criticize these people who are aggressive in nature, saying that whether you don't understand why you become aggressive and so on and so forth. Handle them very carefully, handle them very tactfully in a group discussion. Okay. Calm them down, mellow them down very nicely. That you should do in a group discussion. Okay. Another don't indulge in cross discussion. When it is a group discussion that is going on, don't do a cross discussion between two people. Okay, there is some other topic that is going on. Somebody else is talking something, and here you are talking with somebody else. That is a cross discussion. Okay. Just for an example, there are 3-4 people over here. There is one person over here, 2, 3, say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there is a moderator who is sitting over here. You are called for the group discussion. This person is speaking something. Okay, this person is speaking something to the group. You don't start talking with this person. Okay, who is sitting over here. So, iske saath, with this person, you should not go on speaking. So, this type of communication should not be there in between you both. Okay, so this communication should not happen in between you, right? Are you understanding? So this type of talking, when this person is talking, and if you talk with this person, this type of communication is known as cross discussion. So this cross discussion should not take place because the main discussion is done by this person at that moment of time. Okay, it does not suit the etiquettes of the group discussion. Again, don't form a coterie or don't form a subgroup inside a group discussion. There are when you are in an office at a workplace, or when there are friends, or if you are there from the same organization or from the same college who are representing who are sitting in the group discussion, then there are chances that this group, it forms a cartel. And what they try to do is, whatever this person is going to say, everybody is going to appreciate. Whatever this person is going to say, these all 4 are going to appreciate it. Okay, so they form a group in themselves. Whereas they oppose whatever are the views that are given by the other 4 people. Right? Are you understanding? This type of thing should be avoided, because then it lacks the essence of open and natural discussion. Really, if there is something good, that should be appreciated. If there is not good, that should not be appreciated. Okay. So good point, whether it is given by this person or whether it is given by this person should be appreciated. At the same time, bad point, if there is something that should be properly criticized, not over criticized. Okay. Or constructive criticism should be there. Okay. Or should be approached. Right. Don't be restless. Don't be jittery in a group discussion. Okay, if somebody is counteracting your point, don't feel bad, don't feel jittery. It happens. Your point would not be liked by everybody. Okay, if you are giving some point, then it is not going to be liked by everybody. Everybody has its own view. If somebody is opposing your point, don't shout on him. Don't be aggressive on him. Don't feel bad about it. Don't become restless that how your point is being brought down by somebody. Don't be jittery. because everybody has his own point of view. Okay, finally we have to come to some conclusion, nice conclusion. Okay, and then it is that you have to come to that final conclusion. Okay, right? So don't be restless, don't be jittery in a group discussion if somebody is not accepting your point. Let's go further. Okay, do not get into unnecessary argument and futile conflicts. Okay, if somebody is opposing your point, don't argue with him that how your point is right, or don't get into conflict with the moderator. If he says something, listen to him. Okay, this all is going to make you lose your opportunity. So please don't do that. Uh, don't look at the moderator panel chairman for the whole time. Okay, it shows as if you are an attention seeker or you are an insecure person. Talk to the panel, talk to the group. Okay, as far as possible. Mind your body language when you are doing a group discussion. Okay, you should mind your body language at any given moment of time, because you have already said that body language plays a very important role. But more importantly, when you are in a group discussion, the moderator is observing you, the chairman is observing you, the panel is observing you, your friends are observing you. Okay, so don't show a casual type of an approach. Okay, don't fold your hands, sit back and relax in this way. Okay, be come in front, show as if you are listening. Don't cross your leg and sit. Okay, if you cross your legs and sit, again this way, you're not able to see my legs, but if you cross your legs and sit, okay, that kind of posture is a very aggressive kind of a posture, it has been said. So it's a very formal kind of a thing that is going on, whether it is a group discussion done in an organization, or whether it is a group discussion done during the interview, or during what do you call that, during selection in an academic institute. All these group discussions are very formal in nature. So you should mind your dress code, you should mind the way you speak, you should mind your body language, you should mind your posture. Okay, you should mind your approach. Okay, you should take care of your attitude. So all these things are very important when you're there in a group discussion. So it is not only the words that you speak, how you are portraying yourself is also very important. As I told you, don't enter the space, private space of the other person. Okay. Don't say something which is going to hit below the belt. Don't say something which is very personal to that person. Okay. Don't try to enter that kind of a zone. Okay. It is very unprofessional. It is very unethical, and it does not suit the code of conduct of good discussion. Right? Do not over gesticulate. Gestures are important. Okay, so do gestures, but don't be over aggressive, and over gesturing should also be avoided. Okay, over gesturing again protects you as a impulsive person. The next thing that you have to do is don't scream, don't shout to prove your point. Even if you tell your point calmly, coolly, then also they will understand it. Do not stammer. Okay, stammering is something which shows that you are not confident on yourself, you don't have knowledge about the topic. Okay, that is what is shown in stammering, unless and until you have a problem. If you really have a problem of stammering and if the group is unknown, then please do see to it that you inform the group beforehand that you have that problem, okay, of stammering, and so that the group is going to understand your shortcomings, and they are going to take care of that. Also, don't chew your words into half, right? The next thing that you have to do is don't have a shaky kind of a tone. Shaky tone shows that you are very afraid, you are non-confident, you don't have knowledge about the topic. So whenever you speak, speak with confidence, speak as if you are not afraid. That the tone should be very clear, non-shaky, non-stammering, non-shouting, non-screaming, kind of a proper tone you should use. As far as possible, don't use slangs. Okay, slangs is okay when you are having group discussion amongst friends, but slangs are not appreciated when you are having a corporate kind of a group discussion. Their corporate jargons, their professional terminology should always be used. So see to it that slang language is never used in a group discussion. Don't crack jokes. Don't try to undermine the whole process of group discussion. It is a very serious talk that is going on, because you want to come some final conclusion. Okay. So as far as possible, don't dilute the whole atmosphere by cracking jokes. Don't talk something that is going to sound you foolish, is going to make you show that you are a very foolish, unprofessional, unintelligent kind of a person. Okay. Remember, everybody is observing you. Your colleagues are observing you, your seniors are observing you. Okay. So whenever you open your mouth, see to it that you speak something which is very constructive, very knowledgeable, very important, and which is going to add to that topic. Okay. Once you have made a point, remember that the people know what point you have made. Again and again, don't make the same point, because that is going to consume the time of the group discussion also. That is going to consume the time of others also, and your point has already been made and your point has already been noted. If you have something to add to that point, maybe an example, maybe an experience, maybe a story, then you can do that. But just don't keep on saying the same point again and again and again. People have understood it, people have listened to it. Okay. So this all will lead to monotony, and people will start ignoring you. So please don't do that. The next don't is don't speak just for the sake of speaking. Don't open your mouth and talk something which is is not adding to the whole topic. Okay. So just you want to speak something, that's why don't speak. Okay. Don't fight with your teammates. Okay. And don't force anybody to participate in a group discussion. Supposing somebody is not willing, your friend is not willing to take part in a group discussion, just don't force him. You speak something, I want to listen from you. Don't do that. Okay. Or don't oppose somebody, or don't criticize somebody for not speaking. Don't say this person in a group, this person has nothing spoken, nothing. I don't think so. He is interested in the topic, or something of that sort. Don't do that. Okay. If somebody doesn't want to speak, let him not speak. You see to it that you contribute something to the group discussion. Don't say what the others are doing. See what you can do. Right. So this is all about group discussion. Do